Have you ever looked at yourself, or someone you love, and wondered, why am I getting weaker even though I'm trying to eat right? Maybe you make eggs in the morning thinking, this should help me stay strong, right? But the truth is, even with healthy foods on your plate, your muscles might still feel like they're slowly fading away. And that feeling, that quiet worry in the back of your mind, it's real. Have you ever stood up from a chair and thought, that was harder than last year? Or gone for a short walk and felt a kind of tiredness you can't really explain? Or maybe you've watched a parent or a grandparent, someone you care about, slowly lose the strength they used to have, even though nothing major seems wrong. You're not imagining it. And you're not alone. Here's the surprising part most people never think about. Sometimes it's not age. Sometimes the real reason seniors struggle to build muscle, especially after 70, has nothing to do with effort, and everything to do with the type of protein going into the body. Yes, even good foods like eggs might not be working the way you expect anymore. And that's the moment most people miss. Because what if I told you there's a tiny seed, something so small you could spill it on the counter and not even notice it, that can actually outperform eggs when it comes to building strength after 70? A seed that your body can absorb more easily, use more efficiently, and respond to more quickly? Imagine that. A simple, humble seed that many seniors walk past in the grocery store without a second thought, but could be the key to waking your muscles back up. And don't worry, you'll understand exactly why this happens. Why the body changes. Why digestion changes. Why some proteins suddenly stop being effective. And why this seed quietly steps in to do the job better. Because here's the truth. When you lose muscle after 70, it's not just about strength. It's about balance. It's about mobility. It's about independence. It's about feeling confident in your own body again, instead of feeling like your body is slowly slipping away from you. And the saddest part? Most seniors are eating the wrong kind of protein without knowing it. Not because they're careless, no. But because no one ever told them what their body truly needs now. But you're here today and that already puts you ahead. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what this seed is, why experts say it works better than eggs for people over 70, and how you can use it every single day to rebuild strength safely and naturally. And honestly, I hope you watch until the very end, because understanding this could change your health, or the health of someone you love. Before we dive deeper, do me one small favor. Drop a comment saying, I'm ready for strength, if you care about staying strong, active, and independent in your golden years. I always read those comments. They remind me why these videos matter. And if you're new here, welcome to Golden Years Guide. This is your space, your community, your journey toward healthier, stronger aging. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the powerful insights we share for seniors and their families. Alright, let's get into the truth about this little seed that's doing big things. Now, let's start with something most people don't realize. Imagine a 72-year-old man. He still wakes up early. He still goes for walks. He still makes his breakfast the same way he has for years. Maybe eggs, maybe toast, maybe a cup of tea. He doesn't complain much. He doesn't want to worry anyone. But every year, something feels different. Lifting groceries feels a little heavier. Climbing the stairs takes a bit more effort. Standing up from the sofa requires that extra push with the hands. And his family looks at him and says, he's just getting older. But deep down, he knows something doesn't feel quite right. Here's the part no one tells him and most people never stop to think about. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at turning protein into muscle. It's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's simply because muscle protein synthesis slows down, almost like the engine isn't firing as fast as it used to. You might eat the same foods you ate at 40 or 50, but your body can't use the protein the same way anymore. In fact, seniors over 70 often need almost twice as much protein as younger adults. Yet many are unknowingly eating less protein than they need. And here's another twist. Even if you're eating good protein, like eggs or meat, your body has a harder time breaking it down because digestion naturally slows with age. The stomach produces less acid, meals sit longer, and the body simply doesn't extract nutrients the way it used to. So you could be eating all the right things and still losing strength without understanding why. Most people think, well, protein is protein. As long as I'm eating some, I'm okay. But that's not how the body works after 70. It's not about how much protein you eat. It's about how much your body can actually absorb. That's the real secret most families miss. But here's the good news. You don't need huge meals or heavy plates. You just need smaller, gentle, easily absorbed proteins spread throughout your day. A little in the morning, a little at lunch, a little in the evening. Smart portions, not overwhelming ones. And honestly, even that simple shift can start rebuilding strength in ways that surprise you. If you agree that nutrition really does change after 70, and that the body deserves care that matches this stage of life, comment yes below. Your comment helps this message reach more seniors who need it. And speaking of absorbable protein, the real magic starts with one specific seed protein that most seniors have never even heard of, yet it might be the missing piece you've been searching for. The seed protein clinically shown to outperform eggs. Now picture this. A seed so tiny you could drop a handful and lose half of them between your fingers. A seed that doesn't look like much, doesn't smell strong, doesn't taste bold, doesn't seem special at first glance. But behind that tiny size, there's a power that has shocked more than a few nutrition researchers. Some even say it builds muscle in seniors better than eggs, not because it's stronger, but because the body can actually use it more effectively. Think about that. A seed outperforming eggs after 70. Let me explain why. This seed is packed with highly bioavailable amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles crave but can't always get from regular meals anymore. It's rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts like a switch, the one that tells your muscles, wake up, repair, rebuild, grow. And the best part? Your body doesn't have to work nearly as hard to digest it. For seniors with slower stomachs, reduced enzymes, or sensitive digestion, this seed goes down effortlessly and gets used quickly. This is important because many families still believe eggs are the ultimate protein. And eggs are good, but after 70 your body doesn't break down egg protein as efficiently. It takes longer. It uses more energy. It wastes more of what you're eating. Meanwhile, this seed slips right in, gets absorbed, and gets to work. It's gentle. It's effective. And it's surprisingly powerful. So if you're looking to support strength without heavy meals or difficult digestion, this seed may become your new best friend. Adding more plant-based proteins like this into your meals, especially the ones that are easier on your stomach, can make a world of difference. And let me say this with love. If you're watching this, and you still haven't subscribed to Golden Years Guide, why not? Go ahead and tell me in the comments. I read every reply and I want to know what's holding you back. Your support helps these messages reach seniors who truly need them. But here's the interesting part. This seed doesn't just help with building muscle. It supports something else, something seniors struggle with quietly, often without saying a word. And that's where we're heading next. Seniors absorb this seed protein faster than animal protein. Now, let's talk about something almost every senior experiences but rarely understands. Picture this. A senior sits down for breakfast. Maybe eggs, maybe toast, maybe something hearty. They finish the meal and you'd expect them to feel energized, right? Ready to move, ready to start the day? But instead, there's that heavy feeling. That quiet tiredness. That strange sense of weakness that doesn't match the amount of food they just ate. And they think, why do I still feel drained? I'm eating enough. But here's the truth. After 70, it's no longer about how much you eat. It's about what your body can actually use. That's the difference no one talks about. Some seed proteins, especially the one we're focusing on today, have a higher digestibility rating than eggs, meaning your body breaks them down faster, absorbs them more completely, and uses them more efficiently. Nutritionists call this PDC. But you don't need the technical term to understand the important part. Your body recognizes this seed protein without struggle. It doesn't sit heavy in your stomach. It doesn't take hours to process. It doesn't drain your energy while your body tries to pull nutrients out of it. Instead, it slips right into your system like it was made for you. And because of that, seniors actually feel the benefits, not just eat them. This is where so many families get confused. They assume plant proteins are weaker, or only for young people, or only for diets. But after 70, the opposite can be true. Sometimes the gentlest protein, the smallest protein, the simplest protein, is exactly the one your body responds to. If you want to start slow, you don't need big changes. Just add 1 or 2 tablespoons of this seed into something you already enjoy. Your oatmeal, your smoothie, your soup. You barely taste it, but your muscles notice it. If you'll try this, comment protein below. I always love seeing who's taking these steps for their health. Now here's a surprising part. Because this seed protein doesn't just feed your muscles. It protects something just as important to your mobility and independence. This seed protein supports joint strength and bone health. Let's move to something many seniors quietly struggle with, but rarely talk about out loud. Think for a moment about a senior who truly wants to stay active. They want to walk more. They want to stretch. They want to do simple exercises. They want to move. But every time they try, there's that familiar ache. A stiffness in the knees. A soreness in the hips. A little pain in the back that whispers, maybe not today. And slowly, movement becomes something they avoid. Not because they're lazy. Not because they don't care. But because it just hurts. And it's easy to say, well, that's just old age. But that's not the whole truth. Nutrition plays a bigger role in joint comfort than most people realize. Especially for seniors. This seed we're talking about isn't just rich in muscle-building protein. It's naturally packed with compounds that reduce inflammation. Not harsh chemicals. Not medication. Just gentle, natural nutrients that calm the body from the inside. And here's something even more important. Your bones rely on protein too. Not just calcium. Not just vitamin D. Protein is part of bone structure, bone repair, bone strength. When your protein intake is low, or when your body isn't absorbing the protein you eat, your bones quietly weaken. Your joints take more pressure. Your movements become more painful. The seed helps with all of that. It supports bone density. It supports flexibility. It supports comfort. It doesn't fix everything overnight, but it gives your body what it needs to move again without that deep hesitation. If you want the easiest way to use it, simply grind it or blend it into meals. That way your body absorbs it even faster. And you get more out of every spoonful. If you're enjoying this so far, tap the like button. It tells YouTube this kind of content matters, and it helps more seniors hear this message. And now we're getting to the moment we've been building toward. Because everything I've said so far, the strength, the digestion, the energy, the joints, the bones, all leads us to one final truth. The identity of this tiny seed. The one that changes everything. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about protein. It isn't just about hemp seeds. It's about something every senior deserves to protect. Independence. Picture a grandmother who used to cook for her entire family. She still remembers the smell of her kitchen, the laughter, her grandchildren running around her table. But recently, standing too long feels difficult. Carrying groceries feels risky. Even reaching for something on a shelf feels unsteady. Most people think moments like these just happen with age. But what if they don't have to? What if the right nutrition, something as simple as adding the right protein, could help her stay active, steady, and independent for years longer? Here's the truth. A strong senior is a safe senior. A nourished senior is a confident senior. And a protein-supported senior is an independent senior. Muscle isn't about looking fit. After 70, muscle is about standing up without assistance, preventing falls, maintaining energy all day, staying mobile enough to enjoy life. When muscles weaken, everything else becomes harder. But when they strengthen even a little, everything becomes possible again. And speaking of small changes that create big results, let's look at the daily mistakes quietly draining a senior's strength. Hidden daily habits that prevent seniors from getting stronger. Most seniors don't lose strength because they're old. They lose strength because of silent nutrition habits that have been overlooked for decades. Scientific breakdown. Here are the biggest quiet habits that weaken seniors. 1. Eating all protein in one meal. The body after 70 can't absorb large doses at once. Protein must be spread across every meal for maximum benefit. 2. Not drinking enough water. Even mild dehydration slows digestion, weakens muscles, and decreases energy. 3. Skipping healthy fats. Fats help deliver nutrients into cells, especially omega-3s found in hemp seeds. 4. Avoiding snacks. Seniors often need smaller, more frequent meals. Snacking is not just okay, it's necessary. 5. Long periods of sitting. Muscle loss accelerates when the body stays still for too many hours. Common misconception. Many people think elderly weakness is caused by age alone. But in reality, small daily habits make the biggest difference, good or bad. Practical advice. Create a simple routine. Protein at breakfast. Light movement every hour. Hydration throughout the day. Add a spoonful of hemp seeds to 2 meals. These tiny adjustments create the biggest shift. If you've learned something new so far, tap like. It helps more families discover life-changing information. And now, let's talk about how quickly seniors can actually rebuild strength once the right nutrients and habits are in place. The truth about muscle recovery speed after 70. Here's the part that surprises almost everyone. Seniors can rebuild muscle much faster than they think, if the body finally gets the right fuel. Imagine an older man who struggles to stand up from his chair without pushing off the armrests. After 2 weeks of adding hemp seeds, spreading protein throughout the day and doing light chair exercises, he notices something shocking. Standing up feels easier. Walking feels lighter. His posture feels stronger. His energy lasts longer. That isn't magic. It's biology responding once the body gets what it was missing. Scientific breakdown. Seniors can regain measurable muscle in as little as 10 to 14 days. Protein timing increases muscle synthesis by up to 80%. Even light movements, like standing and sitting repeatedly, signal the body to repair muscle. Omega-rich seeds reduce inflammation, helping seniors move without pain. Misconception. Many seniors believe they're too old to improve. But improvement happens at any age, as long as the body gets the right tools. Practical advice. Start with 10 chair stands, 10 light arm raises, 1 small protein-rich snack in between meals. These are gentle but powerful steps toward noticeable strength. And now let's bring everything together with a daily routine seniors can start immediately. A beginner-friendly senior strength and nutrition blueprint. Here's a simple routine that fits easily into a senior's day. No gym, no heavy equipment, no complicated meals. Morning 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Light stretch or 5-minute walk. Breakfast with protein plus 1 tablespoon hemp seeds. Hydrate with a full glass of water. Midday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Balanced meal with protein. Light movement every hour for 1 to 2 minutes. Optional omega-rich snack. Evening 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Protein-focused dinner. 2nd tablespoon of hemp seeds. 5 to 10 chair stands before bedtime. Why it works? Protein distribution improves absorption. Light movement boosts muscle repair. Omega-rich seeds reduce inflammation. Hydration supports digestion and energy. If you want me to create a printable weekly senior strength guide, comment guide. At this stage of life, every senior deserves to feel strong. They deserve to move without fear. They deserve to wake up with energy and confidence. And they deserve information that empowers, not frightens. Weakness is not an automatic part of aging. Fatigue is not just normal. Loss of strength is not unavoidable. Small, smart decisions, like adding hemp seeds, balancing protein, staying hydrated, and moving a little every day, can transform a senior's quality of life. And if you're caring for a senior or you are a senior, know this. You are not too old to improve. You are not too late to begin. You are not past the point of change. Strength can return. Energy can return. Hope can return. If this message helped you today, subscribe to Golden Years Guide and share this video so more families can support their loved ones. As we close today, I want you to pause for a moment and really take in what this means. Because this isn't just another health video. It's a reminder that getting older is not the same as getting weaker. And it never has to be. Every senior deserves to wake up feeling steady on their feet. They deserve to carry their groceries without fear. They deserve to walk into a room without worrying they might fall. And most importantly, they deserve to feel proud of the strength they still have inside them. You are not losing strength because you're aging. You're losing strength because no one ever told you how to protect it. But now you know. And once you know, everything changes. Reassurance with emotion. If you're a senior listening to this, I want you to remember. Your body is still capable. Your muscles are still responsive. Your strength can still return. And if you're caring for someone, your effort matters more than you think. A spoonful of the right nutrition, a gentle walk at the right time, a simple conversation about health, these small things add up. They make the difference between losing independence and protecting it. So here's my challenge to you for tonight. Make one small decision that supports strength. Add hemp seeds to a meal. Serve protein in the morning. Encourage just 2 minutes of light movement. Just one step. That's all it takes to begin. You are not a burden. You are not too old. You are not past the point of improvement. The golden years are still your years. Your time. Your chapter. And with the right knowledge, the right nutrition, and the right habits, they can be vibrant, strong, and full of life. There's still so much you can do, so much you can improve, so much you can enjoy. Strength is not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and deeply personal. And today, by listening and learning, you've taken a step billions of people never take. You chose to fight for your health. If this video helped you even a little, imagine what consistent knowledge could do over time. Golden Years Guide exists to support you, to keep you informed, to keep you encouraged, and to keep you strong. Warm, respectful farewell. So wherever you are watching from, whether you're 70, 80, or even 90 plus, know that strength is still within your reach. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love. And remember, every day is another chance to grow stronger. Thank you for watching. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to Golden Years Guide and share this video with someone who needs hope today. Stay strong. Stay informed. And I'll see you in the next one.